Thanks for that, Nikita, and thank you, gentlemen, and thanks to all of you who are keeping the conversation alive on social media. Hashtag transform to next is where all the action is, and congrats to all the winners of our prizes. Now, you could win too. Just head out to the hashtag transform to next on LinkedIn and Twitter and join in on the discussion. And you can do that while you listen to our next session. That's an expert viewpoint by Manish Prasad, the Vice President for Metal, Mining and Automotive Industry at SAP Indian Subcontinent. And he's going to help us understand how you can embark on transformation to an intelligent enterprise, importantly, on your terms and on your timelines. Let's find out. Over to you, Manish.
Thank you, Ashwin, and hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. It's an absolute pleasure and delight to be on this forum. Let me take this opportunity to share two broad areas with all of you today. The first one being some of the big themes where SAP is co-innovating with our customer and partners in harnessing new technologies, given all the unprecedented events and changing socio-political environments, and making sure that the focus on growth and well-being and sustainability of the organization and the ecosystem is not compromised. And the second being sharing some details on the RISE platform, which got launched at the beginning of this year, and which seems to have resonated extremely well across the entire customer segmentation. But before I touch on RISE, let me again come back to the first point, which is about which are those broad areas that our customers are co-innovating with us, and what are the typical problems that we are trying to solve today, given the scale and the pace of change that is encompassing all of us. I think the first piece which obviously comes in is how do we do more with less? How do we continue to sweat our existing assets? How do we move from process automation to process intelligence, or even in terms of making sure that every investment that we have done is resulting in tangible business value for our customers. The second piece obviously is that how do we pivot the organization to the culture of an experience-based economy? And by experience, we not only mean customer experience, but we also include the entire human capital, our partners, our suppliers, and the broader ecosystem. The third piece that we are trying to solve today is around the entire Industry 4.0, Banking 2.0, Services X.0, where what we are trying to fundamentally address is how do we synchronize our planning systems, our enterprise systems, with our execution systems, and bring data insights on a real-time basis for building necessary intelligence and predictability of events and costs, or even the personalization at a product level, or making the organization more and more asset-light to kind of be nimble and respond to this digital economy that each one of them are trying to manage in the current environment. And finally, how do we create technology platforms and solutions that are a typical model in nature? They're agile, they're elastic, and they're secure to accommodate any new processes and business models. I think these are some of the broad themes that most of our customers want SAP to co-innovate with. And I call them more generic in nature simply because while we cater to about 28 industries, we are finding that most of these themes seem to be common across every industry segment. And our recommendation approach has been to obviously look at RISE as one of the potential solutions to address most of these urgent burning needs that our customers have today. We know a lot of our customers are in different stages of the cloud journey. Some are probably looking at infrastructure alone, others are looking at phasing their cloud deployments. Some are even building hybrid models. But the underlying principle as to why they are embracing the cloud journey is that everybody seems to be convinced that cloud brings in the necessary agility and elasticity on the technology side of the house. The question remains how much we intend to expand out in our cloud journeys and how quickly. And I think this is where RISE with SAP is probably one holistic platform that provides an end-to-end capability, which encompasses the infrastructure, the applications, the underlying processes, and even frees up the existing IT teams of our customers from doing mundane IT operations job of keeping systems up and running. And they can probably rotate them to do more and more digital related engagements within their organization. If I have to summarize and probably look at what could be the 4 or 5 key value propositions of RISE, I can probably articulate that across 4 bullet points. The first being that it's fundamentally it's a cloud version of our HANA-based ERP, which caters to all the functional areas of business, right? Things like finance, HR, materials, sales and distribution, enterprise asset management, which we call as typically as our digital core. The second piece is SAP taking complete responsibility or significant responsibility in keeping these landscapes evergreen and making sure that they do the end-to-end technical managed services. Or what it essentially means is that any product release, any new capability that SAP is launching is available seamlessly for our customers as a part of this technical managed services. The third piece of RISE obviously is how our customers are going to leverage the business technology platform, which we call as BTP platform. One, in terms of modernizing the existing SAP landscape. And two is also kind of infuse the all AI, ML cognitive engines, including embracing low code, no code kind of philosophies as they build more and more, so-called customization or differentiation on top of their existing SAP platform. And then finally, how do we extend the core, the digital core across the industry value chain, both on the horizontal cloud offerings, be it in the area of business planning or be it in the area of supply chain networks or expanding the entire cloud offerings, or even in these industry specific cloud solutions, which is propelling areas like as a service model, or specifically in the case of auto industry as a service model, things like a electrical vehicle charging and so on and so forth, right? So I think the overall proposition of RISE fundamentally talks about making sure that there's an enterprise end-to-end enterprise ERP platform available to our customers. It obviously makes sure that the application landscape is evergreen, and the customers can probably use their talent pool to develop more and more digital assets around the SAP platform. It provides the BTP platform for application development, application modernization, reducing the customization that would have got created over the life cycle of any SAP deployment. And obviously, once the platform and the core has been established, create more and more industry-specific cloud solutions to cater to any new industry-specific business models that our customers may be moving in near future. So as I said, with every customer today has and will continue to have heterogeneous platforms, and we truly understand that our partners and our system integrators are going to play a very significant role in making sure that all the platforms and the technologies are integrated all together, but also ensure that we are looking at technology not in silos, but in terms of catering to an end-to-end process. And I think that's where the true value of SAP and the true value of partners in creating a technology landscape aligning to a end-to-end digital business model comes into play. And I think that's where we would encourage each one of you to look at all the potential offerings that our partners bring on the table on the SAP platform, on the SAP RISE platform, on some of the industry specific solutions that we think are going to really propel the growth of most of the enterprises that we cater to in the industry today. Please do feel free to reach out to us directly or to our partners, and we'll be delighted to share our experience and platforms that can support your digital mandates. Thank you once again, and bye now.